I'm Ellie,
I'm Emmy.
and this is Little Chicks.
So let's go ahead and do our pop culture for this week.
Yeah, so what happened?
Um, Summer I Turned Pretty. Last episode, gut punch. That's the only words I can use to describe it. By playing Haley's Comet. First of all, I'm a big Billie Eilish fan. I love Billie Eilish.
Mm-hmm.
But playing Haley's Comet, knife to the gut. I hopefully we'll get his narrated episode
Yeah, I didn't know they were gonna do
this
that. I'm
week.
excited.
It's the only, to my knowledge, episode that Jenny Han has ever directed, and it's supposed to be an hour and a half, closer to 2 hours long. Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. And a lot of people had said that, like the cast members, that their favorite episode of this season is the one that Jenny Han directed. So I don't know if there's gonna be another one later this season that she's directing, or if this is the only one. Hopefully we get something, because my poor little Connie baby is struggling. Another important thing to note is the CDC fertility rate coming out. What do you think about that?
I saw that and I was like, oh, it makes sense, but it is crazy.
So I think it's the lowest. It's the lowest it's ever been. It's 1.6%, which basically means for every woman they are having 1.6 children, which is extremely low. I think before it was 2.2, and it was obviously way higher many, many, many years ago, but it's just continuously going down and down and down and down. And I think, I don't know, what are your thoughts on that?
It's because it's more expensive now to raise a kid than ever. And also our generation's just like, I don't know.
Well, I don't even think it's that. It's just that I think women are starting to realize like it's their body, and
Mm-hmm.
if things are gonna get regulated to a certain degree, some people don't want to be a part of that, and I totally get it.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely, we're gonna talk about that later, but I'm very team no kids, so I will happily contribute to the 1.6%. Oh my gosh, another thing we need to talk about, the video of the bunnies on the trampoline.
So like last week we were talking about how AI is scary and Emmy's just like, I don't understand it.
Well, no, I said last week I'm going to get scammed. Like, I
Yeah.
literally said
And she
that.
did.
I did get scammed. If anybody's seen the video of the bunnies on the trampoline, it has like 19 million likes on TikTok. It got me. It really did. I should have known it was AI. No bunnies ever jumped together like that. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it was cute. But they got me. I'm not gonna lie. They got me.
It was cute, but it is fake, yeah.
Which is sad. I don't want it to be fake.
And then going back to like last week, we were talking about jobs and stuff. I found this thing where Washington Street Journal said the cities where college grads are actually landing jobs, and it's like the top 10 cities. The first was Raleigh, North Carolina, which I was very shocked by.
I told you, Raleigh
But
is booming.
you've been talking about Raleigh. Number two is Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I'm not going to Wisconsin.
No. And then Baltimore, Austin, Birmingham, Alabama is number five. We got Denver, Nashville, Phoenix, Orlando, and then New York. Obviously, you knew New York would be up there at one point. But I just thought that was interesting to look at, especially since we did talk about, moving. If you want to move for a job, do it. So, I guess these are the best 10 cities to move to post grad.
Speaking of moving, I moved just 2 days ago now. Moving is just exhausting. My whole body hurts. I'm very excited though. I did not move far. I literally stay in the same area.
Yeah,
So it's not that extreme,
it was
but
an easier move, but still,
yes,
all
yeah,
moving is tiring.
yeah. It's not the day of or like even the day after. It's honestly like the week after, like your body kind of like recovering from that, just like the stress of it, the like mental toll of everything, the financial, like everything
Mm-hmm.
coming from that. But I mean, I thought it went really well. Moving's just, I'm barely keeping my eyes open right now,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, but it's a nice place, so I'm excited for you. And then let's see. So for those that don't know, I do have a dog. Her name is Prue, like from Charmed. Prue, if you know. So I was looking into getting her like boarded, just for when we go on like out of town or anything, and or even like doggy daycare. So I found this place, and it's like a luxury pet resort, and they're just like very bougie there. So we'll see how that goes. We have a I have to get her second flu shot, and then we have a meet and greet.
I feel like she's not bougie enough for that place.
She might not like the doggy daycare though. Like when they play, like you can keep her there all day. and then they'll play with like dogs their same size and age and like temperament. So I think she will do well. She is very social, but I'm just hoping that would tire her out.
Another thing that happened this past week that is something that we heavily touched on last week.
My man got me a Labubu.
It wasn't a fluffy.
I know, I was like, is this a Lafufu? But it wasn't. What's the collection called?
It's the
Always mess it up.
macaroon one. Or
Macaroon?
macaron.
Macaron. Okay, that's
My
what I thought.
bad.
It was the macaron, and I got the lychee berry, so the pink one.
That's
That's my
exactly the
favorite
one you
color.
wanted. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
I
put it
think
on my
it's
little work bag. It's so cute.
I think it's just so funny. We were literally talking about we're gonna have to wait until the end of September, and then like 2 days later,
Yeah. Which
here's
we're
your
still gonna get
Labubu.
ours, and we're still gonna like. I'm gonna put that one, depending on what color that one is. I'm gonna put one on my like everyday purse, and then my other one's like on my work tote. I feel like that'd be fun.
I just think you getting a Labubu right after is just so funny to me,
Yeah.
especially because I was like, you don't need more Labubus, and then
Yeah.
here you get another Labubu.
I was like, I'm not gonna get one, but there I did. Another thing from the New York Times, they were talking about like CTE and like concussions, and it said in a 2017 study, a neuropathologist examined the brains of 111 dead NFL players, because that's the only way you can see if you have CTE is you being passed away and them examining your brain afterwards.
Do they have to? Is that like they have to, obviously, like family has to consent to that, I'm assuming, and
I
like for
don't know.
scientific purposes? Like, is that like donating your body to science or
No, I
like
think it's more like autopsy.
That's
Like
what,
what
okay, I didn't
happened.
know exactly.
Anyway, out of 111, all but one had CTE.
I believe that.
So I just wanted to touch on that. And then another 2023 study of 152 athletes who died before age 30 showed more than 40% had CTE.
Have you ever had a concussion?
No, thank God.
I think I've had
Two?
two.
Yeah.
I thought it was two, and I think they were literally like almost back to back.
Mm,
It was like less than a year apart from each other.
okay, yeah. But like, I don't know, I think it is just like that's something that interests me a lot. If y'all haven't seen that movie Concussion with Will Smith, you should. It's really good. I don't know, I'm just interested by all that, so I just wanted to talk about that briefly.
So, welcome to Little Chicks. Okay, so in honor of the CDC's publication of the fertility rate being at an all-time low, I think it's a perfect time to talk about children,
Okay.
especially being at it honestly kind of grosses me out to say this, childbearing ages. Anyway,
Okay, what is a childbearing ages?
so anything over like when you're in your this sounds so bad. When you're in your 30s, you're considered geriatric
Yeah,
for pregnancy purposes.
which is
So
crazy.
technically, childbearing ages start when you start puberty. But the ideal time for your body, which everyone's is different, most of the time it's your early to mid 20s,
That's crazy.
is like your like prime egg. I don't know.
Yeah. Prime egg.
Without getting too like scientific, like that's the like
Which is crazy to me because in your early 20s, you don't have a job, you don't have the finances.
no, God no.
Like, that's just crazy.
And I can spend this, honestly, this whole episode might just be me yapping and being so passionate about this because I can spend an hour straight yapping my mouth off about children and why I don't want them. That's a hot take. Hot take. I'm a woman in my 20s and I don't want kids.
But I do like how this generation is more open to that.
Yeah, I
like-
feel like that was not as common before.
Which is different too, since we are in the South, which we've mentioned before. So, you know, people are like, oh, you're married now? Like, when are you having kids?
Oh my God.
Immediately, when are you having kids?
I wasn't even through the wedding
Yeah.
before somebody asked me. And I honestly wanted to smack the dentures out of their mouth because how are you going to ask me that? Like, I'm 20 years old. Well, I'm not 20 now, but at the time I was 20.
Yeah.
Like, I am a child. I'm not a child. I'm getting married. Whatever. And I
Well,
can't have children.
It's like in the thing where it's like 30-year-old teen mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, you're like,
I
I'm
would
just a
feel like
baby.
that. Yeah. Like, I'm not ready to have children. And I don't think I need that girl with the list of like 500 reasons why she doesn't want to have kids. Because there are so many reasons.
Valid reasons.
So many valid reasons.
Which also, like, celebrities are having kids in their 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
So
we need to talk about that too. There's a lot of issues that come about having kids at an older age. Everyone knows that. But it gets to the point where, like, it's not only dangerous for you, but it's dangerous for the child too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of women don't think about the fact of, like, well, I'm 40, it's going to be really hard on my body. Yeah, it is. But also, like, it can also be detrimental for the baby's health as well, which I'm team mom's health always comes first. Save me, dear Lord. But that's something you have to think about it like as well. I feel like you're a little bit more not as passionate, I guess, about not having children as I am.
I see myself having one and done.
Yeah.
Truly, just one. And it would be like early 30s, I think, for me personally.
And I see myself having a plethora of cats.
And
None.
being a best aunt ever.
And that's okay. That's a part that I feel like is very important to talk about. I love being an aunt. I
Mm-hmm.
have two nieces and a nephew, and they are literally my entire world. Like I love them more than life itself. And I know, and I hate when people are like, "Well, if you love them, like you imagine how much you can love your own children." I don't imagine it. I don't really care to imagine it. I love them, and I will always continuously to like I will be the best aunt.
Yeah.
Always.
And you can give them back when you're done.
That's the part. That's the part. Because I don't live a lifestyle that can support children. That's controversial.
Which with that, we can also like go into like, so we like to travel. So like, you can travel with kids. You can.
No, you
You
absolutely
100%
can.
can.
But it's
I
more
don't want to.
expensive.
She's just like, I don't want to.
No,
Period.
no.
No, it is more. Yeah.
It's more expensive. It's also like at the same time I can see that like they're experiencing life for the first time just like you're experiencing life for the first time. But and no one can argue with I will literally argue with a brick wall about it. I don't really care. I think in terms of traveling, like so much more expensive, so much more stress. You're not able to do the things that you more than likely, especially if you have a toddler. That's like
Well, then you have to buy them a whole nother seat.
mhm.
You have to check their stroller.
I don't know if you have to. I think that's like a free at the gate.
I don't know, man. It depends on the airline for
Oh,
sure.
okay, yeah.
And then are you bringing an extra bag? Are you sacrificing half your bag for their clothes? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
are we doing a little baby carry-on and you get a portion? Like,
No.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. This whole episode's going to be controversial because I am very passionate about and when I say I'm very passionate about my ideas can change, they can shift. I'm aware of
And
that.
that's a lot. You're allowed to think differently in a few years. You're allowed to
Yes.
think differently tomorrow. It doesn't matter.
But I absolutely hate when someone's like, "Well, you're still young. Like you'll probably change your mind." Don't tell me what to do. Because now I'm going to not want to do it even more because of you.
Yeah.
And if I do change my mind and I'm in my late 30s, I'll adopt a child. Or at that point, if you feel like I hate the excuse of like, oh, well, you're going to be so lonely in your 40s. Like, what are you going to do? Get a hobby, get an
Mm-hmm.
animal, buy a new car. I don't know. There's so
I do
many
think,
other things.
yeah, I do think it is selfish to think, well, I need this baby now so they can take care of me, or so I'm not lonely in my
Oh
50s,
my God.
60s.
I hate
A
that.
lot
Well,
of people
who's
do
going to
think
take
that.
care of you when you're older?
Yeah.
I don't want that on my children anyway. If I were to
Mm-hmm.
like, if I were to have kids, I don't want that on them.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand any of those arguments.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't. And I also hate because how you mentioned like literally the second after you get married, somebody will be like, "When are you having kids?" People need to stop saying that to women because one, you don't know if they're fertile.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if they like not even fertile. You don't know if they can even have children in general. Like it could just be that they were born with that. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
yeah, it's
and that
more common
or
than you think.
that they've suffered multiple miscarriages and that's a traumatizing thing for them to even think about. That is not something that you mention to people. Like
Yeah.
I have been told with like the health conditions that I have that I will have fertility issues. So do you think I enjoy every time someone's like, "Oh, do you want to have kids?" I don't really care as much because I don't want to have kids, but it still can suck. Like imagine if I did and I was told like, I don't know if you will or not. Like we don't
Yeah.
know.
And then people constantly ask you when you're gonna have them, like, and
Yeah.
they don't know. Yeah.
And also, people just be popping babies out like they're candy. And that's not nice either. And that's not smart. And that's where it starts to get controversial because I figure that I'm too like selfish to have children and not for bad reasons. I think it's just more of like financially, you're never financially ready to have a child. You
Yeah.
just
No.
aren't. Like nobody, unless you're like a billionaire, nobody is. But I want to set like if I were to have kids, I would want to set myself up for success. I don't want to be on the brink of divorce. I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck and have a
Yeah.
child.
Just to have a baby.
Yes. Now, unplanned things happen. That's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about when people are like, I want to have a kid. And like you're purposely having a child when you don't have a job, don't have stable housing, don't have like the means to support said child.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like that's just not smart. And I'm allowed to make that decision. and I'm allowed to selfishly say, like, I don't want that.
Yeah, and
And
that is
also,
fine. Exactly. Yeah, it's
I
fine.
enjoy my quiet morning. Actually, I don't get quiet mornings. My cats scream at me every single morning. But, like, I enjoy, literally, I can go walk outside and leave my place, and I don't have to go with someone
No, you
else.
know what's come to light for me?
Hmm.
You know how, like, we just be bopping around town, running errands? Try doing that with the child.
Right?
It takes 10 minutes longer putting them in and out of the car.
And that's if you even want to bring them. Some people just don't even want to go out because it's
Exactly.
so tough.
More tiring,
Yeah.
exhausting, like, and then you have to work it around their nap time or their feeding time or all that. So I don't know.
Well, also, I think it is different too because, like, again, like, I don't know, we were raised to also, like, make your own decisions, make your own choices. Like, if you don't want to have kids, we're not gonna
Yeah, that's fine.
hate on you.
Yeah,
Like, it's your choice. And I think it's very important to have a partner that agrees with you as well.
supports you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you're the one carrying the child, not them. They get to do the easy part.
The effects on your body. You
Yeah.
mentioned, carrying the child. Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, going back to the supportive partner thing, because that is a major thing, I think personally, I would have never, and this is something you can work on. Like, if I would have told my husband, like, when we were first dating, like, I think I want a kid or two, and then later on, we both equally decided, like, oh, we don't want children, that's fine, that's good. But, like, in the beginning, if he were to be like, I want 10 children, and I said, I don't want any, there is no compromise. Like,
No.
if I'm dead set on I don't want any, then that's not healthy either way.
Yeah.
Luckily, my husband wants kids less than I do. I'm more like open to it, and I don't sound like I'm open to it. That's how, like, not.
Because he's a clean freak too.
That also, yes.
That, yeah.
But it's also he treasures more like our relationship.
Hmm.
Oh, we're not even into that.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing. Like, he treasures his alone time, his ability to go run and do things, freedom. Our relationship comes first. Like, and when you have a child, you have to give them your 100%.
I
Like,
feel
I
like
would want to.
y'all are big foodies too. So, like,
Yes. Oh my gosh.
you wouldn't have the money to go eat at a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Going back to the relationship thing, because and we took the same social psychology class, so she knows exactly what I'm about to say. There are studies, and obviously this might have changed because this was back in like 2020 or 2021, something then.
Yeah.
That obviously everyone's heard that all marriages, like 50% of marriages, end in divorce. Statistically, and like I said, this was years ago, over 80% of those people that were divorced had children. And there are studies that show that people that are married that have children are more unhappy than those that do not.
I believe it.
But also, everyone's path is different. Some people
Hmm.
believe that they are destined to be parents, and that is okay as well. I'm not. It's your own life. You make your own
Yeah.
decisions. But
Yeah,
for
we're not
me,
dogging on you if you
no,
want to have
absolutely not.
kids or already have kids.
But that's just more of like, I'm so tired of hearing, like, well, what's this person gonna think about that? What's your mom think about that? What's your dad think? It's my body, it's not theirs. It's
Hmm.
my life, it's not theirs. Like, I just hate that. Like, I hate when people project. And also, like, I feel like I hear so many times of specifically moms saying, like, I love my kid, but,
Yeah.
and like, I would rather regret not having children and I know that they don't regret them, but it's always like, but things would be easier without them,
Yeah.
or but it wasn't timed out well. I don't want to have the but.
Yeah.
I just don't want to, and that is my own choice to do so. What makes you think that you want one and not?
I go back and forth between wanting one, maybe not at all,
Yeah.
maybe two, like max, totally max two. But one, I could easily, like, because I do like to travel, I feel like I could do the traveling with one.
Yeah.
Two, that'd be a little more.
Yeah.
But one, I feel like I could do the traveling with one. I could, do more, like, we were athletic. I could do more sports with them versus like two and trying to coordinate schedules or,
Yeah.
I don't know, not just,
It's all of this is very doable. Like, you
yeah.
can do it. But
Oh,
it's
yeah, thousands of people do it every day. So,
yeah, but it's, do you want to do it?
hmm.
That's the big thing on it. And I feel like that really stems. I've met a lot of people that are like, I've always known I wanted to be a mom, or like this, that, and the
Yeah.
other. Have you had that feeling before?
No.
I've never experienced it before. Like, I've never had the thought of like, I can't wait to be a mom, or like, I'm made to be a mom.
Hmm.
And I saw this one TikTok the other day that really like resonated with me, and it said something like, I know I would be a good mom, but I wouldn't be a happy mom.
Yeah.
And I think that that is like a huge, like, I know, And I know for my husband specifically, like, he would be very unhappy with a child at this point in our lives. And honestly, for the next, we already said like a 5-year plan, not in it. Probably
Yeah.
not in the 10-year plan, even at that. So it's like, we both know if we were to have kids in the next 5 years, we would not be happy with that.
Yeah.
And that's something that we've talked about a lot. And I think that that's a very, like, smart thing to do in your relationship. And just in general, it's just to talk about that kind of stuff. And I already know what one of your biggest pet peeves about children, not even children, motherhood.
It's like, oh my gosh.
She already knows.
It's like, I'm a mom now. I'm a mom.
Mommy?
Like, okay,
Mamacita.
yeah, like, okay, but you didn't go away just because you became a mom now. Like, you're still you.
Yeah, and I do get, like, your life changes when you, like,
Yeah.
literally, there's chemical changes that happen in
You
your brain.
can't lose yourself. That's
Yeah,
what, yeah.
and I feel like there's a fine line between losing yourself and becoming a new version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Becoming a mom makes you a new version of yourself. And for a lot of times, like, that does amazing things. Like, the mother of our niece, absolutely, like, she is better because she's a mom.
Yeah.
Like, she was made to be a mom. She's an amazing mom. She doesn't make it her entire, like she's still herself, but she's just a better version of herself. And I respect that so much. But
Mm-hmm.
then there's people that, like, put so much social pressure on themselves for becoming a mom that it's detrimental to their mental health and their overall health, to the point where they can completely exclude themselves from others and make themselves feel alone.
Yeah.
And it's not fair, because postpartum depression is such a huge thing. And it's real. I'm tired of people being like, "Ugh." It's real. And I think going into that, like, well, I'm a mom now, I can't do this, or I can't do this because of my baby. Like, I think that really plays a role
can
in
we
that.
go at this time because I don't want to mess up their feeding schedule or napping, which I get, but like,
You have to live for yourself too.
yeah,
And that's a big part. It's like, I don't want to lose myself, because I know I would.
especially if you have a partner that will help you, let them help you.
Yeah.
Period. If you have people in your life that want to help you, let them help you.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's a major thing, is like, for me, I know I would let people help if I had kids, but I think a big part of it is, like, I would not feel like myself. Like, I would feel foreign in my own body. I would feel foreign in my own mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's what I mean by, like, I'm selfish in that sense of, like, I choose me.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose me. I'm going to choose my marriage over anything.
Well, that's not like with me having kids if I wanted them. Like not really the physical thing because you can always bounce back physically. It's the mental that I'm scared of.
Yeah.
It's the postpartum depression, the anxiety, and that's what I'm mostly scared of.
Honestly, for me, it would be the anxiety.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to my coworker about this the other day. I have 2 beautiful orange cats. I love them so much. I'm worried about them when I go to work, and they're cats. They're licking their toes and
Yeah.
asleep the whole day.
Literally asleep the whole day.
Yeah, they don't care that I'm gone. But to me, I'm like, are they okay? Are they happy? Are they getting enough sunshine? Did they eat enough this morning when I fed them before I went to work? I can't wait to go home and see them. I cannot imagine having a child, sending them to school. Are they getting bullied? Did I pack them a good enough lunch? Is their teacher being
Are they
mean to
even
them?
eating it?
Are they struggling in class? Can they even read the board?
Yeah.
Like, is there going to be violence in the school? Like, you have to, like, I can't imagine thinking like that. And I know I would, because I already do it. And I have cats. That's the part.
She sends them to school and worries.
I've literally thought about getting cameras to just watch them, because I'm so, like, I just want to know what they're doing. I want to know.
Which I have a camera from my dog, but that's more like, hey, stop chewing on that.
Yeah, mine would be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, are you?
You just be watching them to watch them sleep,
Yeah.
literally.
I feel like, oh, you're so cute. Like, I wonder what you're dreaming about. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to have that. And also, I feel like I call it my auntie instinct and not a motherly instinct. I don't have a motherly instinct. I have more of, like, when I see my nieces or my nephew, I'm like, I'm your aunt. Like, I'm going to be the best version of my aunt.
Babies are just gross.
Oh my. I knew you were going to
like, they're just nasty. I remember being in the car with our niece and, like, we had to pull over because she had, like, ugh. Just disgusting.
Her mom's listening to this. Hey, I think about the time that she had a blowout and it went into her sock.
Yes.
Honestly, though, she's just such a good baby, though.
No,
like,
she is
so cute.
But
I
like,
love her.
not every baby's like that.
No, No. No.
So,
But also, like, I think that's what I mean by like anti instinct. Like, my little heart warms whenever
mm-hmm.
like I hear them say my name or like I hear them talk, and like genuinely being an aunt is the best thing. So like if you were to have kids, I'm going to love them just like my own because they're going to feel like my own.
We can have split custody.
Oh, no, I don't want that. I want a child-free life. But also, and I'm saying this with every ounce of confidence in my body, you can choose to have a child-free life, you cannot choose to have a child-free world. So, while I want a child-free life, that does not mean that I look at people around me with children differently.
Oh, yeah,
Like
no.
everybody, if I see somebody at a store with a child and they're screaming and throwing a fit, you can't have a child-free world. None of us would be here if there was a child-free
Mm-hmm.
world. I can choose from my personal life and my personal journey to not. But that does not mean that I belittle anybody or look at them differently because they had children.
But like when like a baby's on a plane with you and they're screaming, like, okay, get over it. This flight's not gonna last forever.
Yeah.
The bait, put on some headphones. It's the baby's life too, you know.
Yeah. Well, I view it in a way of like, especially with our nephew, because I was around our nephew a lot when he was,
He was a COVID baby,
yes, he
so
was a
yeah.
COVID baby, so I was always around him because I was a COVID student.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at home, he was at home, we were bonding. There were so many times where I was just like, we're we're getting through this together. It's my first time living, it's your first time living. You have no way of communicating to me because he
Yeah.
was literally 1 years old, like 1 year old. He had no way of communicating. He could barely even speak. If he's crying, that's his only form of communication. So I view it in that, like, I'm not gonna hear every single child to be like, but
Yeah.
like that is like they're tiny humans. Like they're just trying to express what they feel, and that doesn't mean that I don't like kids. I just don't want them for
No,
myself.
that doesn't apply to every kid because some kids are little brats. Straight up.
I yeah, I'm a firm believer on you can choose to have a child-free life, but not a child-free world, and I never expect that. Like if I'm, let's say, like I know our relationship's different right now. Neither one of us have kids. If you have a kid one day, obviously that's going to like affect our relationship because
Mm-hmm.
it's you're more devoted to them. That's perfectly fine. But I'm not going to look at you differently because you have to tend to their needs before you hang out with me. Like that's
Oh
your
yeah, yeah.
child.
Yeah,
Like
I get what you're saying.
that's kind of like, even though I don't want that for myself does not mean that I look at you differently because you
Yeah.
want that or you chose that life.
Yeah.
I just look at it differently when it's like it's not a great situation. And people do put themselves in that situation sometimes. Like I saw this one TikTok of this girl saying like, how y'all gonna say like you didn't want to have kids or you didn't think this was gonna happen and you weren't on birth control, you weren't using protection, you were sleeping with 6 men every day. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think's gonna
Yeah,
happen?
what do you mean?
Like,
Yeah.
and that's the only time where I get like, and that again, not my life. So if that's what someone's wanting to do, that's fine. It's just like that's not what I want for myself.
No, I agree 100%. Like, I go back and forth, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So yes, I will be contributing to the drop of fertility.
Emmy is part of that
I
percentage.
and also, the comment I get all the time, and it honestly disgusts me.
Now that you're married, or
Yet now
oh,
that I'm
okay.
married, so many people when I say like, because if somebody asks me, I'm not going to be like, I don't know. I usually say like, oh no, I probably don't want kids. Well, what does your husband think of that? Yeah, it's his life too. I wouldn't have married him if we didn't have
Yeah,
similar
you would have
beliefs.
had that discussion
But
beforehand.
also, it's my body, and like,
When
I'm
guess an
what?
older white woman said that to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that usually happens. But also, like, I'm not married to him, and like, I didn't marry him solely to procreate. That's not, what do you mean? And also, like, that's none of your business.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not just an incubator. Like, I'm a human being. I can have my own beliefs. You don't need, oh, it's your husband thing. Disgusting. What if I was single and just want to adopt a kid?
Mhm.
Like, I don't.
Which there are plenty of children that need happy homes.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if
Yeah.
ultimately later down the road, if we decide, like my husband and I together, if we decide like we want children, I will happily adopt a child because they deserve loving homes.
Okay, if you were to adopt, what age do you think is like ideal to adopt?
I think it would depend on what age I am. Like,
True.
if I'm in my mid 30s, I would honestly, I don't want to say though because I think it would depend.
Yeah.
Because I'm not opposed to adopting a 16-year-old either.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's just whoever needs, whoever I feel the connection with, and whoever I feel like everyone deserves a loving home.
Mhm.
Now, if I'm in my like mid 40s, I'm not adopting a baby. I can't. I'm not gonna be running around with a toddler at like,
Yeah.
or have a 6-year-old when I'm like 52. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So it would really depend on like if I'm like 34 and I'm like, hey, this isn't a healthy age for me to have kids. I really do want kids, and we both decide that together. Maybe at that point, probably like a younger child.
Which a lot of jobs now do offer like adoption assistance and stuff
Yes,
like that,
they
which is
do.
very nice.
His new job,
Oh, good.
my husband's new job does, and I think that's actually really cool. But also like I hate the, and this is the same with like adopting animals too, like very similar in that sense where people are like, I don't want the elderly cat, or I don't want this, or I don't want that because they're not a kitten. I hate when people have the same mentality for children too.
And we're not comparing animals and babies
No,
and children.
no, I'm just saying like whenever we adopted our other cat, she was 3.
Mhm.
And a lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh, I'm surprised. Like she's really old." Like that's so like she deserves a life
Mhm.
too.
Yeah.
And it's the same way with like kids. Like just because there's a 13-year-old doesn't mean that they don't deserve a home just like a 2-month-old.
Yeah.
Like they equally deserve opportunities to have a safe, loving environment. And I think it would really just depend on like what age I'm at. And that, I
Yeah.
mean, that's the simplest answer.
Even if you're like, I don't want to put my body through that, you can still adopt.
Yeah.
If you're like, I really want kids, but I just don't want to put my body through that.
Yeah.
Or if you have, a health condition where you shouldn't put your body through that. You could,
Yeah.
but you probably shouldn't.
Well, and that's another thing that pisses me off of like I would have a high risk pregnancy even if I got pregnant like today.
Yeah.
Like I would not have a healthy like with my health in general, like it's
Like you'll be miserable.
I I would
You
not
don't
even be
even
able to
know if
carry full term.
exactly. I
Like
was
I
about
would
to say
have a
that. Yeah.
premature like in a child that might have like deformities like, and that's not, it's not fair to me and it's not fair to literally anybody involved.
Mhm.
So I think in that same sense of like it's just not, I don't know, like I don't think it's right to ever assume that somebody wants like in the terms of put their body through that. Some people physically cannot
Yes.
put their body through that. It's not like a, well, I want a 6-pack and if I have kids I can't get a 6-pack.
Which
That's
you
not the
can
case.
if
You
you put the
can.
work in. Yeah.
So that's not what like I'm talking about in that
No.
sense.
Yeah.
That's not it. It's just like the mental toll, and also like my health would like severely decline
Yeah.
as well.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I look pretty good right now, so.
You're like, I really don't want to look any different than I am right now. But I mean that's everyone's decision, but that's just mine
Mhm.
personally. Also, and going back to the traveling thing, thinking about plane tickets and having to buy a whole nother, I just thought about
That's what
that
I'm
again.
saying. A whole nother seat for a baby.
That's insane.
Like if they're not going to sit in your lap the whole time, they have to have another seat.
Yeah.
And I don't want to
I'm
hold.
sorry. I'm about to sit in your lap, so we don't have to buy
Right?
another seat. Can we do that?
No.
That would be smart.
That's what I was gonna say. Like I don't. Also, even if I was able to hold the baby the whole time, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like imagine a 5-hour flight. I'm not holding this baby the
More
whole
than 5.
time.
I was thinking like a 7-hour flight
Oh, you're
or
thinking
like
like
13-hour
overseas?
flight,
Yeah.
like overseas
Oh,
flights.
she
That's what I
going
was thinking.
crazy.
I was just
I was just
imagining
thinking like
that.
a casual 2 to 3 hour.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like international, like pretty
Yeah.
far. That's what I was thinking, which totally understandable. Not, which I think it's very important to know, like around the whole kids thing, we both do love to travel,
Mhm.
like that, and that's not something like I know you're definitely not willing to give up
No.
because you are a little travel bug.
Yeah. So like if I were to have a kid, I would have someone, that like you to trust and be like, "Hey, would you mind watching them for blah blah blah?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
like my best friend, she's from like she was born in Germany, so she always talks about going back and like traveling and whatever. And so she was like, when I have, because she wants multiple, like 5 kids.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So she was like, when I go, I'm just gonna leave them with you. And I was like, that's her. Like I would love that. Like
Yeah.
I want you to go experience. I want you to be so stress free, and especially like I am so like if I'm watching your child, I'm following your rules. It's your kid. If
Mhm.
I don't agree with them,
So a
it
lot of
ain't my
people don't
child.
believe in that.
No, and it's not my job to parent them either. I'm not their parent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do exactly what you tell me, down to the science. Even if I
Mhm.
don't agree with it, I'm doing it because it's your kid.
Yep.
So always know that if you do want to travel, I will take
Oh,
you.
I know.
Oh,
I will
okay.
be taking advantage of that.
And that's a part of not having kids that I'm fine with. Like
Yeah.
if you want to go on a 2-week European, like, go get them, girl. Like, I'm fine with that. You gotta leave me with the resources because I ain't spending money on that. But, well, if I want to go to McDonald's, I'm gonna go to
I'll give them
McDonald's.
a little card.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Here's some money. Give
I'm
this
saying,
to your
like,
auntie.
if they're in, like, pull-ups or something. I would
Oh, no,
appreciate
no,
if
I
you
know.
provided the
Yeah.
pull-ups. But, like, I don't care if, like, that's something in terms of travel, like, if you wanted to do that because you had kids, I don't care about that.
I was thinking more like if, say, they're in school and I don't want them to miss school, but I'm like, they're not old enough to truly, say we go to like Rome, okay? I don't really want to go to Rome, but like
I'll say,
all
why
the
is that okay?
history, like if they're 6, they're not going to understand that. And
No.
I'm not going to pull them out of school just for them to walk around with me and take
Yeah.
pictures. So that's something I'd rather do. And then when they're older, we can do that together.
Yeah.
Like that's an example, I feel like.
Oh my, we didn't even talk about childcare.
Oh, how expensive it is.
Oh, because I was just thinking about school. What do you do with them before they go to school? That's so. What if you can't, like? What if you can't afford childcare?
It's a big thing in our country right now.
Yeah, and it's very imperative for their like growth
Mm-hmm.
and just like their social interactions like that. They need that.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like a what's it called? Like mommy's day out or something like that.
Yeah, where
Where
it's
like
like 2-3 days a week.
that's awesome. Like, but
Yeah.
that's also still expensive. Like, how do you first if these fertility rates are dropping, it's probably also because nobody can afford it because
Mm-hmm.
where are they going to send their children? What if they don't have a healthy support system and they have no choice but to send them to daycare?
Yep.
And some daycares are out of the wazoo
Not
expensive.
even that. The times just don't make sense. They're like, drop off can't be any earlier than 8 and pickup can't be any later than 4. No one's working 9 to 3.
Yeah,
Like, what
right?
do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, some of these places are just outrageous.
Well, and it's also like if it is kind of that time of like you have to pick them up by 5:30, let's say you get off at 5, you're literally going straight there, then you're going straight home right after work and you're trying to figure out all this. That's just so much. Like applaud to all the
Yes.
parents because dear God.
We were just talking about this, how, like, we now understand why, like, you know how your parents were like, make sure you put the chicken under hot water or whatever, and you always did like 2 minutes before they came home. We understand why now parents were always mad.
Yeah.
Because that's outrageous. They've been working all day and they gotta come home and cook you dinner? No.
Yeah.
The least
And
you can do is thaw the chicken.
and that's why we always had spaghettios. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, right?
It's just that's exhausting. Like to
Yeah.
imagine to do that. And like respect to all the parents that do it because I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I can barely do that for myself.
I know. When I get home from work, I'm like, I'm done.
Like even the cats at night, sometimes I'm like, I wish y'all could feed yourself. I really don't want to get up right now. And of course, Olive's screaming at me just to feed her, and it's 5 minutes past her dinner time.
Oh, she knows.
She knows. I just overall respect. I won't be joining the club, but respect to everyone.
Yeah, for sure. And we can go into more like traveling and stuff in another episode and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I know we have
So,
talked about like it's important.
mm-hmm.
That's definitely something. I feel like most of this was me just like going on a complete rampage.
That's fine because last week I went on a rampage, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I think just seeing the CDC's report really did like I knew fertility rates were dropping. Like that's been
Yeah,
a
that's
thing.
been a worldwide thing,
Yes.
not just America.
Yeah, but I think finally seeing that of 2024, like the analytics of everything
Mm-hmm.
was very eye opening in the sense of like, wow, like we're not alone in this.
Yeah.
And if you do want to have kids, that's your choice. If you don't want to have kids, that's your choice. It should always be your choice.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's a good note to end on. Make sure you follow our socials, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all Little Chicks Podcast. Thanks for listening.
Okay, bye.